The Namibian Constitution, narrated by Applelight. Chapter 6, The Cabinet, Part 1, Article 35, Composition. 1. Notwithstanding Article 29, 2a, c, the Cabinet shall consist of the President, the Vice President, the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, and such other ministers from the members of the National Assembly, including members nominated under Article 46, 1b hereof, for the purposes of administering and executing the functions of the government. Open bracket. Subarticle 1 is amended by the Namibian Constitution 3rd Amendment Act 8 of 2014. Not all of the changes are indicated by the amendment markings. Amongst other unmarked changes, the words, quote, "as the President may appoint," close quote, have been deleted from the original phrase, quote, "as the President may appoint from the members of the National Assembly," close quote. Since this deletion is not marked, it may be inadvertent, particularly since it seems to remove an essential element of the subarticle. The cross-reference to Article 29, 2a, c is an error, as there is no such provision in the Namibian Constitution. It must have been intended to refer to Article 28, 2a, c, close bracket. 2. The President may, if he or she considers it to be necessary or expedient, also appoint a Deputy Prime Minister to perform such functions as may be assigned to him or her by the President, the Vice President, or the Prime Minister. Open bracket. Subarticle 2 is amended by the Namibian Constitution 3rd Amendment Act 8 of 2014. Not all of the changes are indicated by the amendment markings. Close bracket. 3. The President, or in his or her absence, the Vice President, the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, or other minister designated for this purpose by the President, shall preside at meetings of the Cabinet. Open bracket. Subarticle 3 is amended by the Namibian Constitution 3rd Amendment Act 8 of 2014. Not all of the changes are indicated by the amendment markings. Close bracket. Article 36. Functions of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister shall be leader of government business in Parliament, shall coordinate the work of the Cabinet as head of administration, and shall perform other functions as may be assigned by the President or the Vice President. Open bracket. Article 36 is amended by the Namibian Constitution 3rd Amendment Act 8 of 2014. Close bracket. Article 37. Deputy Ministers. The President may appoint from the members of the National Assembly, including members nominated under Article 46, 1b hereof, and the National Council, such deputy ministers as he or she may consider expedient, to exercise or perform on behalf of ministers any of the powers, functions, and duties which may have been assigned to such ministers. Article 38. Oath or affirmation. Before formally assuming office, a minister or deputy minister shall make and subscribe to an oath or solemn affirmation before the President, the Vice President, or a person designated by the President for this purpose in the terms set out in Schedule 2 hereof. Open bracket. Article 38 is amended by the Namibian Constitution 3rd Amendment Act 8 of 2014. Not all of the changes are indicated by the amendment markings. Close bracket. Article 39. Vote of no confidence. The President shall be obliged to terminate the appointment of any member of the Cabinet if the National Assembly, by a majority of all its members, resolves that it has no confidence in that member. That's all for today's video. Make sure to like and share if you enjoyed this video or found it useful and informative, and make sure to subscribe in order to check out the rest of the series. Until the next part.